Good evening, agents. This LP of No One Lives Forever will self-destruct in 13 minutes.
Give me a signal when you're in position. I'll stir things up down here. The diversion should make it easier for you to get inside unnoticed.
What kind of signal?
I don't know, something that'll get my attention.
Right. Take care of yourself.
Don't worry about me, just get to that safe as fast as you can. If they figure out what you're up to, you're as good as dead.
Despite all the back and forth between Tom and Kate so far, it seems like they're finally starting to work together. Which, hey, you know, that's good.
What's with the extra security?
I don't know.
There ain't much in the way of valuables lying about.
I don't give the orders, I just do my job.
Me and Fritzy's been alone on night shift for 3 months. Not so much as a kitten's come in here.
Who's Fritzy?
The dog.
Oh,
It's true what they say, you know, about dogs being man's best friend and all that.
mm-hmm.
Not that I'd turn down a pony, mind ya. What do you think about sheep?
Listen, I'd better make my rounds.
Righto then. Or a parakeet. Righto then.
Something tells me this guy's been on his own a little bit too long. We do have a new toy to play with, the Crossman EX crossbow. Sportsman EX crossbow, I think it was. Either way, this is our newest and probably the most silent weapon you'll find in the game. You'll notice that I accidentally missed one of my shots there a while back, and, well, no noise was made. Normally, if you missed a shot and it went into the wall, somebody would come up and say, "Oh, I heard a noise, let's sound the alarm." But it seems like with the crossbow, you can actually miss your shots and it won't cause any adverse effects. The main downside it has is going to be your reload time, because you do have to reload after every shot, but, well, that's about normal at this point. Now, while the gunfire did not set off the alarm, it did alert a guard who is still patrolling the outside perimeter, so hopefully I can take care of him without too much fuss. I'm trying to be, what's the word? I'm trying to avoid raising an alarm because there is a conversation deeper inside the area that I want to catch. There's a couple ways to break your way on in. You can pick the lock on that door to the left of the gate. You can jump over these crates and jump over the gate. There's the guard, by the way. Yeah. Or you can head in the main entrance and climb up a ladder. Now, the problem with the elevator right now, because that is the elevator we need to take right there, it's not currently powered on. Because, you know, Parma is all about those energy-saving measures. So we'll have to turn on the power before we can make our way up to the next level. You'd figure this guy would have heard something between all the gunfire, but I guess not. Maybe this area is just really well soundproofed. Once you get inside the area itself, there isn't much in the way of, there's not much in the way of the cameras, so you can probably be as loud as possible and not have to worry about it. The only thing it'll lose you out on is a bit of enemy dialogue, probably. And here he is, and I'm trying to lure him back in here, but it's, I don't know, the enemy AI is a little difficult to figure out how it works. So if you run further back in, well, now he says, oh, the person's far enough, I have to run after them. And then we don't have to worry about him getting spotted by the camera when his dead body is inevitably found. Over here on the left side, we'll find a discarded note at the bottom of an elevator shaft, talking about the electricity is shut down and to remember what harm stands for. Which, what does harm stand for? Anyway, to move further in, we have to make use of this forklift, which you can tell because it has that bright green button on it. and then we'll get a little bit of enemy dialogue.
So, how's the new place?
Good. My mum's been helping out a bit. I'm redoing the master bedroom. New paint, wood floors, getting rid of that ugly mirror on the ceiling.
Is she charging you?
Not a penny.
Wow, send her over to my place when she's done. So, what colour are you going with?
You mean the paint? Off-white. Hannah was trying to convince me to go with pistachio, but it's so hard to put anything on coloured walls.
I know what you mean. I've got this Modigliani print I really like, but my apartment is sort of a light tangerine.
Man,
Yes, it's pretty bad. For decoration, I've been sticking to charcoals and muted watercolours for the most part.
I sympathise, believe me. I'm actually hoping I can convince my mum to do the living room next, but I don't know if I can put up with her dog.
What kind of dog is it?
And one of those little Jack Russell Terriers.
They're pretty smart, aren't they?
Yeah, but this one has a skin problem.
Oh.
It's disgusting.
Still, it sounds like a good deal.
Yeah, I guess a sticky little dog is a small price to pay.
You know, it's nice to hear that these guys are taking so much personal interest in their own interior decoration efforts. I can appreciate that in Evil Force. I mean, I'm not going to let them live, but I can appreciate it. Sometimes when you fire your crossbow bolts, they will shatter on impact, and when that happens, you won't be able to get them back. I also think that most of the time the crossbow is pretty silent, even if you hit somebody that's right next to somebody else. But I believe if the crossbow bolt shatters, it actually makes a noise, and somebody will come to investigate. It's not well documented. Which actually, something else that's not well documented is going to be coming up here shortly. A helpful poster in the thread pointed out after I mentioned the Brett seemed kind of useless as far as its poison delivery system goes. Well, you can treat it sort of like your melee attack when you're using the Brett. If you sneak up behind somebody and you use the Brett's poison function, it will function as a one-hit takedown. But overall, that doesn't seem very useful. I mean, the only thing I think the Brett's useful for otherwise is it's the only reliable way to deliver melee damage. So yeah, how brutal. Anyway, I'm gonna check this area for intel real quick and, uh-oh. Yeah. So anyway, no intel here, so let's just continue on to the next room. Sweeping? Not on my watch.
Do we get paid today?
Day after tomorrow.
You sure?
That's what the boss said.
You'd think they could at least come up with a consistent disbursement schedule. These arbitrary paydays are really getting old.
No kidding. My car almost got repossessed last month.
That's horrible. I guess it's better than my last job. Not only did we not get paid regularly, we didn't even know how much we were gonna get. It was sort of a profit-sharing arrangement, so if we had a slow month, we might get half of what we got the month before.
I need more stability than that.
If I had legitimate job skills, I'd get out of this racket in a second.
Who were you working for anyway?
Fist of Injustice.
Oh, I heard about them.
Nothing good, I wager.
Lucky you got out of there before that deal in Taiwan.
Tell me about it. They lost about 30 guys. All because some punk got a conscience and ratted to the cops.
Rotten bastard.
He's shark food now.
Serves him right.
You gotta admire the amount of turnover all these evil organizations have.
You okay?
It seems like a lot of these guys have had a call it a previous life in some organization or another. Some of these guys were with Fist of Injustice. The game name drops a lot of other organizations, but you don't hear anybody that used to be employed in Harm. I don't know if that's a. No, I mean maybe it's just Harm has very good hiring practices, or very good overall business practices. You know, they tend to keep people in. Could be they just have a normal payment schedule, which it sounds like some of these guys kind of need in their lives. Now that we're down here on the bottom floor, we'll be able to find the power generator straight ahead. It's just going to take a little bit of work to actually turn it on, because, well, there are a few guys to take out on the way there. Ah, indeed. I could go ahead and shoot the lock off, but, I mean, I'm still pretending to be stealthy, right? And there might still be one more guy left in this area. Well, let me go ahead and spoil that. There is one more guy left in this area. And now we're done. So, now we just have to find our way inside this grate. If you didn't bring the barrette with you, you can shoot off the lock, or you can hop over the crates to get in here, and you can hop on that little pipe to the right side of the generator to get back out. But, you know, I might as well pretend to be a spy. So now the power's back on, we'll just find our way back up to the top floor, which this elevator conveniently takes us back up to. This is actually right behind where we started. And so all we have to do is dodge the cameras on the way over. I mean, it wouldn't make sense to go this far without any alarms just to set one off now. That would be silly. We'll go ahead and pick the lock on this inside gate, and then we'll just make our merry way onto the elevator. And so with all that out of the way, please join me next time when we make our way up to the next floor.